Hello, and welcome to our 5-day series on self-care. Today, we are going to be talking about what self-care is, as well as about mental health self-care specifically. Thanks for joining us. So self-care represents a daily process of being aware of and attending to one's basic physiological and emotional needs, including the shaping of one's daily routines, relationships, and environment. Self-care can be both formal and informal. It can be consistent. For example, I do this practice every morning, as well as dynamic and flexible. For example, I know I am going through a challenging time right now, and I need to seek additional support. It is important to note that self-care is not selfish. Here we are talking about something far more foundational, radical self-care. And by radical self-care, I mean the notion that how we spend our time matters. When we speak of something as radical, we are referring to its fundamental nature or root. With this understanding of the term, radical self-care is action that ensures we are taking care of ourselves and our basic fundamental needs. We cannot give what we do not have. Radical self-care is neither selfish nor indulgent. It is fundamental, focusing on the root of what sustains us. Radical self-care includes the daily disciplines we engage in to meet our basic needs and promote our well-being and resilience. Daily habits that are easy to do, but just as easy not to do. Radical self-care includes the ways in which we hydrate, nourish our bodies, move, connect with nature, think, rest, connect with other people, and set appropriate boundaries. Again, we cannot give what we do not have. If we do not take care of ourselves, we cannot sustain connection to others in any meaningful way. Self-care can have many positive impacts as well. It can increase social connection. It can improve our mental health, our emotional resilience, our physical wellness, and our spiritual well-being. Self-care decreases negative coping strategies, negative self-talk, and a negative emotionality. Overall, radical self-care is about, as I said, these daily disciplines we commit to in order to meet our basic needs. Daily habits, easy to do, but also easy not to do. And self-care can fall into a variety of different areas in our lives. And this includes mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, and social self-care. Today, we're going to talk specifically about mental self-care. And our mental self-care can include practices such as affirmations, gratitude practices, meditation, reading, listening to an audiobook or podcast, going to a lecture, and learning something new. These are all ways we can focus on our mental health and improving mental self-care. And each day in this series, I'm going to offer us a practice prompt. This is something that you can do in that moment or throughout that day to help improve that area of self-care. And I want you to commit to these prompts each day, commit to doing them. And it doesn't matter how that goes. The important piece is to commit to it and give it a try. And today we are going to focus on gratitude. People who have a gratitude practice in their lives are less stressed. They are more resilient, and grateful people are healthier, both physically and psychologically. Grateful people get better sleep. They are more rested and also, as a result, are less prone to burnout. So gratitude is a great and fairly easy way to invite improved well-being into our lives. There are so many benefits of a gratitude practice. It is worth inviting this practice into your daily life. So today we're going to focus on gratitude for our practice prompt. Take a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for. Now, after having done so, take time to write down 5 things that you are grateful for in this moment. So take some time after we finish to reflect and then to write down 5 specific things that you are currently grateful for. They can be big things or they may be small. You might be grateful for your family, your health, or your cup of coffee. Make sure to write your gratitude list down. Don't just think about it. Write them all down. 5 things that you're grateful for. And you may want to keep this list somewhere where you can see it. Maybe you write it in a journal or perhaps on your calendar or maybe on a sticky note right next to your desk. Next, for today, I challenge you to think about how you can incorporate a gratitude practice into your life more consistently. Perhaps on waking, you write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. Do this every day. You might do it in a journal, as I said, or write it down on your calendar. You might also share your gratitude practice with your family, perhaps at dinner or some meal during the day where you're all together. Each member of your home shares one thing they are grateful for that day. You might also use a gratitude practice to close your day, writing down 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for that day before you go to sleep. There is no right or wrong way here. The best approach is one that will work for you and will allow you to be consistent in this practice. So today, on our first day of self-care, I invite you to invite in a gratitude practice to your life. Take the time now to write down 5 things you are grateful for, and then think about how you can invite this gratitude practice into your life in a more sustained way. Thank you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.